Hi class, Meredith Burke here. I really don't want to make this speech. I started over 4 times trying to get a grasp of what I want to say to you. I live in a very small world consisting of my family of origin, my nuclear family, and my church family. They are safe to me. Growing up in Tyler, Texas during the 60s and 70s, I was exposed to and experienced the unhappy times of desegregation of the public schools. One day, walking home from elementary school, my sister and I were pushed around and verbally threatened by a group of the other kids. I was scared for myself and my sister, but somehow I talked my way out of any immediate violence. But this experience warped all of my interactions with others of various ethnicities and cultures. At a very young age, when visiting my grandparents, I was surrounded by prejudice and bigotry, and thusly contaminated by these attitudes. I'm ashamed to admit that my grandfather was actually a member of the Ku Klux Klan, but my belief that God created and loves all mankind constantly challenges my attitudes of prejudice and bigotry. I realize that the idea of white supremacy also contaminates my perception of the global village. Therefore, it's obvious to me that I need to become a more open communicator and that I need to overcome some barriers that hinder my co-cultural communication. I will share with you how I plan to open myself up to new contacts, to increase my knowledge of other cultures, and to improve my emotional competence. First of all, when I'm in Tyler, I tend to stay home and just be with my husband and daughter because I'm in Plano Monday through Friday with my son. He is on the autism spectrum, and he's in training to become a video game designer, but his level of life skills requires me to care for him. When I'm in Plano, I rarely leave the apartment except to do the weekly grocery shopping and to take my son to and pick him up from his training. My apartment complex is culturally diverse, and the Welcome Center actually provides activities to encourage contact with neighbors. So I'm committing to you right now that I will attend these activities and talk to at least 2 people I don't know. According to Marek Daranowski in his article investigating the development of students' intercultural competence, personal encounters with people of other cultures can be an enriching experience and increase the self-confidence of both people by discovering things they have in common. Which brings me to my next task, to increase my knowledge and understanding of other cultures. Reading books and magazines about other cultures can be a good source of knowledge, but the study performed by Daranowski reflects that exposure to co-cultural movies, literature, and music are more effective ways to learn about new cultures. My plan is to use the category of foreign films on Netflix to view movies and documentaries from other cultures. Finally, I need to work on my emotional competence in order to cope with the experience of interacting with people different from me. I need to change my association that being different means being a threat. Depression and anxiety are definitely a factor inhibiting my desire for new experiences. It affects my attitudes, my self-esteem, and my ability just to get out of bed. Generally, I communicate because it is necessary to complete my daily tasks. Linda Beamer stresses in her Learning Intercultural Communication Competence that recognizing and accepting the differences we discover in other people and cultures is the first step to understanding ourselves and understanding others. Again, I want to stress that I didn't want to make this speech. I feel very uncomfortable because becoming a more open communicator and overcoming the barriers of co-cultural communication demands that I change, and changing is difficult. Thank you for listening.